Hi, TikTok. Did you miss my face? I missed yours. So let's talk about Trump. Let's talk about why he's working so hard to break down the Constitution. It has nothing to do with what people think it does. It's not just the Epstein files. It has to do with Russia. People need to look behind the veil. You want to know where these people in ICE are disappearing to? Unfortunately, most of them are already in the spirit realm. And this will be verified later. Mark my word. Unfortunately, some of the people that are missing, they're not in different countries. They didn't get deported. They murdered them. They're gone. Other people could be found in a certain individuals who's obsessed with the science lab for that new chip that's coming out soon. The Epstein files is a lot darker than people really know. A lot darker. Human trafficking is the most lucrative industry in the world. They are trying to take away women's rights so that we don't use our voices and we can't vote, because they know that if we can vote, then we are going to stop them in the midterms. Christian nationalism is also behind this. Now, I want you to look into Christian nationalism and look how many connections they have to pedophilia. Everything is connected. They're all connected. All the millionaires, the billionaires, they're all in this together. Multiple countries, multiple higher officials. Why do you think there was pictures of a certain individual named Gates, for example? I need people to understand that this is bigger than just human trafficking. You know, certain other countries are very notoriously known for the harvesting organs. This is all going back to one thing and one thing only. Making things that are seemingly frowned upon acceptable. From human trafficking to pedophilia to women being chained down to the men that control them once again. And I highly suggest that people start paying attention, looking behind the scenes, and using your voices. You know, this particular energy that we're in right now, from the Neptune alignments to the moon and everything else, is telling us what we need to know. And if you look at the certain alignments of Neptune and Uranus, for example, about what happened then, that's coming now, soon to an America near you, you understand what I'm saying. There's a war coming, guys. We're already in a spiritual war, but there's a bigger war coming, like an actual physical war. And I see people rebelling. I see a civil war, revolutionary war, whatever you want to call it, but it's going to happen. We could stop it now, especially to certain individuals in the Democrat, like fucking Hakeem Jeffries, that isn't standing up for people because they are getting a kickback and a payout. You want to know why they're not fucking doing anything? They're not fucking doing anything because they're getting paid not to. They're sitting idle while everybody suffers because they look their freaking noses down upon people like we're second class or lower class and we don't deserve it. We're parasites. Is that what you want to accept, America? Because I know I'm not accepting that bullshit. But then sane people claim Christ. They don't work for Christ, they work for Lucifer. Most of the churches work for Lucifer too, but I digress. You ever wonder why you sit in the pews and it's a very toxic environment and this person's gossiping and that person gossiping and this, that, and the third? Well, that's because they're demons. Lucifer's trick was pretending to be the God of the Bible. And I can prove it. Go watch Napoleon Hill's interview with the devil. That was a real book that he wrote. That was a real interview that he wrote, but it wasn't released until after he passed away. Because that was what they were instructed to do. You don't need to repent to be saved. You need to know the truth. And the truth is right in front of you. And it's not in the church. It's not in Christianity. You will find it in the Gnostic texts and in Buddhism. That is the closest to the freaking truth that you can get. God is not a man sitting in the sky. She's a feminine being that you will find through your heart with love, compassion, and genuine nature. It is time to stand together and stop judging each other and hating each other. Because the only way we're getting out of this is to come together. Doesn't matter if Susie down the block owns a freaking convertible. Who cares? Doesn't matter if that Mama Co sleeps. Who cares? Stop judging each other and start loving each other. You can't fight hate with more hate. You can only fight it with love. And they're coming for each and every last one of us unless we band together with love and unity, and we do it quickly. We only got until April, guys. All right, I love your faces. Please love my face back by liking and sharing this video to boost the algorithm. We got to find a plan of action. The plan of action is love. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Mwah.